happy Friday. We are staying at a cabin this weekend. We got in last night and I thought it would be fun to vlog this little trip. I don't travel much, so I wouldn't consider myself a travel vlogger, but when I do travel, I always enjoy it and I thought it would be really fun to film. So I just made myself a little cup of tea. We've been out and about all morning and it's a really dreary, rainy day, so I'm definitely chilled. So I think this cup of tea will be the perfect thing. This morning we went to breakfast at this little diner in town and then we ended up antiquing, which wasn't planned, but you know me, I'll never say no to antiquing. Got a few cool things, so I thought I would do a little antiquing haul to start off the video. So I've been on kind of a silver kick lately, and so a few of the things I picked up today were silver, and pretty great prices considering that they are silver. Maybe I'll do those last because I feel like those are more exciting. I got 6 items and we ended up going to 3 antique stores and I got 6 items total and I'm really happy with my finds. We're in kind of a rural, middle of nowhere part of the country, so I feel like the prices and deals were really great considering what I ended up getting. So first things first, I got this little wicker basket. It's a bit shallow. You can see here that it has this stand on it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to use this for. I thought it could be a good little thing to put like a potted plant in just to kind of hide the pot if it was a plastic pot, or I don't even know. I feel like you could put produce in this. It could go on a table. I felt like it was really versatile and I thought the wicker was really nice quality. This second thing I got is this little brass tub. I do think it's real brass from what I can tell. And once again, I don't have an exact idea of what to use for this. We are moving into our first apartment soon, so lots more to come on that. But I thought this would be useful somehow. I could see it maybe by the kitchen sink, like holding our sponges and stuff, or even in the bathroom holding some stuff. I don't even know, but I thought it was a nice little storage piece. And then lastly from that store, that was the first store we went to, is the first silver item I picked up today that I'm actually so excited about. I've been looking for something exactly like this for months. It's a silver shell dish. I think I'll just use it as a little catch-all dish, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And that store was really cool because it was just a little thrift store right next to the diner that we went to, and so it was just kind of a last-minute decision to go there. But they calculated the receipt and the tax by hand, which I just think is crazy, super cool. And then the next store we stopped at, I got 3 more things. I first got this little frame that I just think was quite darling, and then I got these last 2 silver pieces. This first is this little cup. I just think it's cute. I think it'll make a good little prop. And lastly, this is the biggest silver piece I got, is this bowl. It has this really beautiful floral detailing around the edge, and I think it's kind of a nice depth. It's a pretty shallow bowl. So yeah, those are the 6 pieces I ended up picking up. All in all, those first 3 pieces were $13 and those last 3 pieces were $5, so under $20 for all of these things, and honestly pretty crazy considering 3 of them are silver, but I'm really happy with them all. It's such a fun little start to the trip. This afternoon we're just going to be hanging around the cabin. It's definitely a bit of a work trip because I have lots of content I'll be shooting both for my YouTube channel and for my Instagram while we're here, so probably just going to spend most of the day working, but I thought I'd take you along with me. It's this really darling little cabin set in this beautiful piece of land, so it's going to be a great time. Let's have a good weekend. Cheers! Saturday morning. We had such a nice day yesterday. It was super rainy, as I think I mentioned. So we spent most of the day inside and we ended up kind of playing around with the new lens that I bought for my camera. Today is definitely our major work day. This is definitely a work trip for me. I have a lot of content that I'm shooting, but I am really looking forward to it. This cabin is so photogenic in so many ways, and oh, hello sun. Combined with the new lens, I'm just having such fun. There's nothing more rewarding to me than like getting some good shots, you know, it's like. So I thought I would do a little kind of update on long distance because I do have a lot of new subscribers and I figured people might be a little confused about what the whole situation is. So Austin, my boyfriend of 5 years, and I are long distance. We've been long distance since August, so I don't know, 7 months at this point. And it's actually our second round of long distance. We did a year and a half of long distance back in 2021. We've done, a decent part of our relationship has been long distance, which definitely is a bummer. But excitingly, we are nearing the end. I am moving up to be where he lives after I graduate this May. So we're almost at the tail end of long distance, and we've just been trying to still visit each other and hang out when possible, so that was kind of part of the reason of this trip. But yeah, at this point, I would say we're kind of long distance veterans. We've done it for a total of over 2 years. And it's definitely getting a little old, but it's not as hard as it used to be, and I think that's because we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We only have about 2 months left, and compared to the amount of time we're usually staring in the face, which is years at a time, 2 months does not feel like that much. So anyways, that's kind of a little update on our long distance situation. We're almost to the end, and I'm definitely looking forward to being done with long distance. It's funny when we meet up on little vacations like this, even though this is just a little weekend getaway. It's so bizarre, like, being in the same place. Like, we're both constantly remarking, like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. We're just so used to not being in the same place. But yeah, after this weekend, I'm just heading home because next week is actually my spring break from classes. Last week was Austin's spring break, so he has to go back to campus to go back to classes. But I will be going home, and honestly, it'll be a pretty heavy working week for me. I have a lot of work that got put on the back burner. I got put on the back burner last week when I had midterms, so I definitely need to catch up on some work this coming week, which I can do. Also, in exciting news, I hit 10K on YouTube this past week. I am so grateful. I can't believe how quickly we skyrocketed to 10K. I posted a video about embracing being alone, and it ended up going pretty viral. I got a lot of new subscribers, so if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for being here. Alright, we're gonna go shoot some content, and I'll hopefully try and keep you updated as the day goes on. Alright, here's a shot we're setting up. That's my camera, and we're doing a little product shot, so that'll be interesting. I think it's really pretty. I have tea boiling on the kettle that we're about to pour in that mug. It's about 1 o'clock this afternoon, and we have had a bit of a chill past hour or so. We worked a lot of the morning, shot some really good content. The owner of this Airbnb has the most beautiful little book collection over on his shelf over there. Really some wonderful reads. I wish it was like a library. I wish I could rent out from him. Now we're gonna whip up some lunch, I think probably just PB&Js, and then we're going to go outside to try and shoot some content outside of the cabin, which is going to be a bit of an undertaking because it is very chilly today, much colder than it was originally supposed to be. It's 37, but with the wind it's 25, and it's gray. I just don't think it's going to be very enjoyable shooting weather, which is a bummer because we kind of need to anyways. So that's kind of what's next on the docket. We're gonna go get that over with and then cozy up inside, light a fire, make some tea, and just warm up once we get back. Lunch of champions, PB&J, cheese sticks, sun chips. We're really fancy here. Good morning, happy Sunday. We are just packing up and getting ready to head out. Sadly, this lovely weekend has to come to an end and we must face our respective realities. But I had such a fun time this weekend. I was saying over on my Instagram stories how this is something that I feel like I've been dreaming of since I was 17. Like just being able to be in this lovely little cabin, have the weekend off, have the disposable income to afford even a simple getaway like this is just so special, and I don't take for granted the privilege that this weekend was, and I'm just so grateful. I feel like I was honestly really emotional all weekend just because it's crazy to see something you've been dreaming of for 5 years actually come true, and I am just so incredibly grateful. I had such a fun time vlogging this weekend. It's so nice to vlog something other than my daily life, but all in all, it was just the most wonderful time. I truly cannot state enough how grateful I am, and thank you for spending the weekend with us. I hope you enjoyed as well, and that some of the cozy, calm, happy atmosphere that this weekend was managed to translate through the screen. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.